Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is SubZeroExtabyte and I am coming right back at you with another video today. And as you might be able to tell, I am literally shook right now. I cannot even explain how scared I got after that jump scare. I mean, usually I am pretty fearless, but that just got the blood pumping, I can tell you that much. Now to calm down, I am going to be doing a cart ride. I mean, what is better than having a little nice train ride on a nice warm sunny day with a nice rainbow actually going on in the back? But that is not all that I am doing. Since I got so scared, I am going to protect myself with some of my buddies, and that will make sure that nothing happens to me while I am on that cart ride. Now this cart ride itself might not be all that scary, but I am still going to be very conscientious with my approach to this cart ride, since I literally just got the jump scare of a lifetime, so I am not taking any chances with this train ride. Since even though it is going to be very peaceful, there are a lot of things that can go wrong today. Now you might be like, well, SubZeroExtabyte, you are just a little weenie when you are doing that. Well, that might be so, but I am just not going to be taking any chances after what happened to these guys in this little video here. And I know that the idea of a slip and slide park might sound pretty weird, but at least it is better than a non-slip and slide park, because that would just not work. So as you can see, I am all dressed up and ready to go for the day, and I am going to celebrate that with spending my day at this amazing slide park that is literally filled with millions of slides and all sorts of awesome slippery goodness. So without further ado, let's see what we can actually do around this place, since it is actually my first time here and I am not sure where I have to go around this place. But this slip and slide looks really nice and inviting with the colors coming off of it. Let's head in for a slide now, shall we? And I know that it might look a little bit weird that I am going sliding in my clothes, but I was not going to wear shorts because it is hot out here, and that was just not happening. And of course, even though it is hot, the sun is still out and it will still give you a nice big and red sunburn, and I am not about that sunburn life, because that way I cannot sleep without it hurting like crazy. So let's see what we can actually do next. I think that I might just go and look for a nice dip from this diving board. Now of course, like I said, we're going to do some parkour and it is going to be amazing. Of course there are a lot of things and we should have been doing right now. We're not doing that, we're living our own life right now. Our lives to just go ahead and do some jumping. So I'm going to take you on this journey. Was going to really awesome, and we're never going to stop believing. I mean literally cannot stop believing. Are based on stop believing from journey, that's some as a joke. Now let's go ahead and do this. I mean, we're already jumping. We're not getting very far, to be honest. So we'll just have to hang on, get with it, and make sure that we finally get this done, because no one wants to walk around all day. I mean, why walk around? We can be jumping. That is the best of thing ever, and I'm not kidding. So what do you guys think of parkour? I mean, I really like it. So I'm hoping you guys will like this video as well. Otherwise this would all be for naught, and we would not win that. I mean, I do not win that. Now I am not the best person in parkour on YouTube, but at least I try. Now of course you might be thinking, why are we doing a parkour? Well, I mean, we could have been doing anything else right now, but we're doing that. I mean, why wouldn't we? I mean, I had a dream about parkour and the tree was awesome, so I would like to go ahead and use jump around all day long. Otherwise I'm probably going to be bored, and I do not want to be bored. I mean, it's not fun. I did all want to sit on my couch all day long, and I just want to do something. Now you might be like, why would you not want to sit on your couch all day long? Well, that is a good question, but it has great answer. And the answer will be, the answer to this $1 million question is that I do not like that. I do not want that. And I will never want to just sit on my couch all day long. So let's make the best of this so we can go out and do everything that we like, and doing some freaking parkour. I mean, parkour is not outdated, right? I mean, I still like it, so it could not be outdated. So let's go ahead and do all we want to do so that we can enjoy ourselves and have a great time and do whatever we want. Now all furthermore there is to do. This just jump around to some sprinting, get some speed and has run. We're like Forrest Gump, and that is a good thing right now, because, run Forrest run. I mean, has anyone even seen this movie? I know that I would not be standing here if I had not seen them. Believe that one day. I can remember it quite nicely. It was a nice summer day, the sun was shining and I was doing nothing but sit all day on my couch. I was watching TV, just changing the channels every 5 minutes, and I was bored. So that kind of correlates in what I was trying to say 5 minutes ago. So here it goes. On that nice hot summer day where sun was shining and I felt good, I was just sitting on my couch doing nothing but changing the channels and being bored. So I wanted to do something, and I went to a movie rental place called Blockbusters. Now most if you will not know what this is, but Blockbusters was like a modern day Netflix, only you have to go to the store and rent a movie. So I rent It's Forrest Gump. I had a blast watching a movie that day. It was still sunny outside and was still hot, still warm, but I was still bored. Now you might be like, what has anything of this to do with parkour? Well, I'm trying to tell a story right here, so please do not interrupt me while I am doing my story right now. I mean, I noticed that you guys missed story times, so here I am back with another story time. So let me explain. In the movie Forrest Gump, and I do not want to spoil anything of the movie because you'll have to watch it yourself, but let me just tell this: in the movie he gets rejected and he starts running. He just hours running and running and the running and you're running. He was like Oprah, everyone was running. Now this might not sound interesting, but I'm getting to the point very quick. Now when I saw that movie on that warm summer day, I was like, that is something that I want to do. So I went outside and I just started running. I mean, no one that could stop me, no one that could hold me. It was just me and a road all alone. That was a good thing because I found something that I loved, but I wanted to improve something. So I started jumping whilst I was running. So at that moment my love for parkour was born, and I'm not kidding. So I am just going to be hoping that this little approach to my house actually works. Otherwise, like I just said, I am going to be real cool man. Okay, maybe not a cool man because it is not like the houses are that cool, but I am just going to be making sure that once I get this done that I am going to go right back to bed for like a week, because right now I actually am kind of a dead man when it comes to this. I mean, there is no such thing as getting too much sleep for me right now, because right now it just feels like I am not even doing anything anymore. All day long I am just roaming around my house and stuff without a thought, and I am just so tired that I have got no idea what to go do. But then when I think that I might be able to go to bed, and the second that my head hits my pillowcase, there is another person at my door and I have got to get up again to be able to defend the fort. I mean, there is not worse feeling than this, but all of that will soon come to an end because I actually feel confident about this right now. Now it may not look like something with high-tech construction right now, but once I am done with all of the building and construction, then you will be able to see that no one thief will be able to storm into my house and steal stuff. That is just how good I am at this, and that is just something that I like to do. I like to prove people wrong, and that is just the thing that I am going to be doing around here. Now let me quote you this from a book called Walden, written by Henry David Thoreau, and he says, and I quote, "If you have built castles in the air, your work need not be lost. That is where they should be. Now put the foundations under them." So I feel like I have always been the one that was building castles in the air and building branches over the water. Now need it be that I did that around here in Minecraft or Roblox or just in my head, that does not really matter. The essence of this quote is the fact that he says that you need to put the foundations underneath those air castles, and that will make sure that they become a reality. So the foundations are the hard work that one were to put in when doing something like this. So I am definitely going to win this, of course. I mean, look at this right here. This is just art. All of these things right here, Well, this is all just pure art right now, so I am pretty sure that I have already won this right now. But let's just continue before he finishes his little thing before I finish mine, and we cannot have that. I have decided to go out and make my shower the same way. I am just going to be building a thing that is not like any other thing, but it will be better than his. I mean, look at what he has, man. That is not good at all. I am easily going to be winning, just so that I can make sure that I do not end up getting my butt kicked by this little no-namer right here. I really have got no clue about who he is, but I mean, if he challenges me to a build-off, then well, I am not going to be declining that. I am pretty sure that I can kick this guy his butt, no questions asked at all. Now I really like this build-off challenges. Actually, this is like the best idea that I have ever come up with right now. But this pole thing is nice and all, but we will probably be falling off anyway like this. But we have to move on and make sure that we can win the second stage, which as you can see is the house build. And I am really excited for this one because I am one of the best builders in town. But first things first, I am already proud of the fact that I was able to get the idea from myself, which I had applied to basically everything right now. So that was a pretty awesome thing, to be honest. So I basically came up with this whole challenge thing after this noob was trying to be better than me in some stuff. So I decided to make this little Olympics style stuff and make sure that I can show him once and for all that I am a winner and not a loser. But something is telling me that this will not work out the way that I wanted it to. It is just something that I feel coming up. I mean, that does not mean that this is a bad thing. I mean, I would rather have things go wrong while I am in the beginning stages of building this, because otherwise I would have to start all over again when I am almost done, because that would be a bummer. Now I will start building and stop the talking. But let's see real quick, there has to be some pool that we have not done around here yet, even though we have been here since yesterday evening and it is noon already today. So we have been here for quite some time, but I bet that we can still get a lot of fun out of these pools. I mean, they are freaking water pools. It does not matter how many times you do these things, they will always be fun and they will always stay cool, no matter what. I mean, come on people, these are the two best things in the world combined, pools and slides. And actually there is a third one there, and that would be Roblox. So you know, because Minecraft is freaking rad. Now this is just one of those ways to stay healthy, you know. We all need some sports in our life, and we need some exercise so that we can actually stay healthy. So you know, why not find something that is fun and athletic or challenging at the same time? And even though it might be challenging, that is just part of the fun to me, even though most of the hobbies that are around already have been finished by me. So you know, that is not really that big of a deal for me. But of course that is not all, because when you do not pay enough attention to the map that you are playing, well then you just luck out and you fall to a painful death. Now I am not trying to scare you or anything, but that is just how it is right now. That is just the way life goes. Even though it might be going so easy and stuff, that does not mean that you can just cruise through it like it is nothing and without paying attention, because that will end up biting you in the butt for sure. Now of course I do not want that to happen to me, but sometimes you just cannot do anything about the ways of life these days, like these girls. I am just thinking out loud right now, so just bear with me so that we can actually get done with some stuff right here, because otherwise we are still going to be building on this thing for the better part of a year or something like that. But to be honest, that is just an educated guess on my end of the spectrum. But let's continue with what I was saying a minute ago, and I was talking about building a cool house, because this is something that I think is really awesome, because the brick and mortar house is by far my favorite one out of all of the styles that you have got around here today, which is not that good now that I start thinking about it. It is actually smart that I think about this kind of stuff right now before I start doing them in the first place, but still that would be pretty cool. At least that is what I think. I mean, no one is going to expect a thing right now, and that is exactly what I want with this right here. So no one will ever be able to go and start stealing some of my ideas again, which is good. so that I do not have go out and make more stuff over and over and over and over again.
It's much higher than it looks. Holy. Oh. Okay, I'm not gonna jump. Maybe next time.